Who are participation trophies for? I'm just about 35, hats, cats, and other folk, and I'm getting a little sick of this chestnut.
Participation medals. You got a medal for coming in last.
Right now, the generation of kids that are coming through, everybody gets a damn trophy.
I'm not about to raise two boys to be men by making them believe that they are entitled to something just because they tried their best.
Participation trophies.
Participation trophies.
Participation trophies.
I don't quite fit into the millennial generation being born in the very early 80s, nor do I really fit in with the Gen Xers. But this has given me some perspective. I don't get blamed for all the problems of the world as I'm too old, and I don't get excused for everything I do because I'm too young. So I get to watch two generations above and below me argue about why we are where we are. You know, ignoring the fact that only one of those generations has money and power. Seriously though, how weak do you have to be to scapegoat your literal children for what's wrong with the world? How badly are you denying your responsibility to the planet to think that the people you raised are what's ruining everything, and that couldn't possibly be your fault? I can think of no better talking point to frame this particular issue than the participation trophy. Being born in the early 80s, I was among the first group of kids ever given a participation trophy, and let me tell you, we all knew they were bullshit. And more importantly, we didn't give them to ourselves. Who gave us those trophies? Did we demand them? Did we cry until we got one? No. Not a single one of us I saw raised one of those worthless pieces of metal in the air and proclaimed victory. All of us went home after receiving those lies, knowing full well that if everyone got a trophy, that trophy was meaningless. So the trophies weren't for us. We weren't the unique snowflakes who would riot if we weren't given recognition for doing absolutely nothing. So no, judgy older folks, those trophies weren't for us, they were for you. But I saw these parents as a kid, and you probably did too. Have you seen a bumper sticker proudly proclaiming my kid is an honor student at whatever high school? Do you think the children were the ones who demanded that bumper sticker be put on the car, or were it the parents we were coddling all along? Those parents couldn't stand the idea that their kid wasn't the best, that their offspring wasn't the pinnacle of accomplishment, and so we started giving every kid a trophy. Not because the children demanded them, you know, the 11-year-olds who are so known to be even-tempered and eloquent as to achieve such a thing from an adult institution. No. Those trophies existed because parents, too ego-driven to accept the fact that their kid wasn't the best kid in this minor way that didn't actually matter, demanded that all kids get the trophies. So you can say the millennials grew up entitled all you want, but I've worked with that generation on plenty of films and not a single damn one of them expected an award just for participating. In fact, the only trophy I've ever been given that meant a damn to me was given to me by a film director named Justin Robert Vanal, who was 20 years old at the time I was his assistant director on a little film called Buried State, his second feature film. 20 years old he was. Second feature film. Look at this thing. See what it says? Skull-cracking motherfucker. So yeah, I'm never gonna win an Oscar or an Emmy or even a Webby, probably, but knowing that I earned the respect of a man damn near half my age for actual hard work that I actually did, earns this trophy a place in my studio with the company of exactly 0 of my other trophies, which don't even sit in a cardboard box next to some Ninja Turtles toys because I knew they meant nothing and I threw them away. None of us thinks we should have something for nothing. We're only proud of what we've earned. Older folks have been blaming the generation behind them for their ills since time immemorial. So from this embittered man to the generation behind me, you're doing fine. Don't listen to these jerks. For Sofa Justice Warriors, I'm Joe. Thank you, everybody. Good night.